Okay, now, as promised, our fun game. It's a quiz, actually, and you can participate in it from wherever you are, no matter what you're doing right now, just by guessing, by thinking, by doing your best to come up with the right answer. What can you win? Absolutely nothing. But it will probably be penance for your ears, so there is a spiritual benefit. The name of the quiz is Who Said It? Francis or the Dalai Lama? All right, cue the jingle we created for this. Who said it? I know, this is going to be controversial. I know some people are going to be really upset now. They're going to object and say that that's not fair, that's way too difficult. And, granted, this is definitely going to be a challenge. This is not going to be an easy quiz. So, but you know what? Let's just go ahead now and start, and let's just see how it goes, okay? I'm going to read you the first quote now, and you tell me if you think that this is a quote from the supposed Pope or from the 14th Dalai Lama, who, for those of you who aren't that familiar with paganism, is a Buddhist, okay? So, quote number 1. I think we'll do a total of 5 or so. We'll see. Oh, and wait, just to be clear, Dalai Francis is not an acceptable answer, okay? So you're going to have to answer either Francis or Dalai Lama. Here we go. Quote 1. I call religion an immanent transcendence, namely a contradiction. But the true religions are the development of the capacity that humanity has to transcend itself towards the absolute. So, who said it? Wrong. It was Pope Francis in an interview he gave just before his trip to Sweden in October of 2016. The transcript was published in La Civiltà Cattolica and also online, and of course we're linking to it in the show notes. Okay, next one. Ready? Here is quote 2. What's past is past, nothing can change that. But the future can be different if we choose to make it so. We have to cultivate a vision of a happier, more peaceful future and make the effort now to bring it about. This is no time for complacency. Hope lies in the action we take. Who said it? Wrong. It was the Dalai Lama in a tweet sent on October 15th, 2021. All right, let's move on to quote number 3. Our ancestors viewed the earth as rich and bountiful, which it is, but what's more, it is our only home. We must protect it not only for ourselves, but also for future generations and for the countless species with which we share the planet. Who said it? Wrong. It was the Dalai Lama in his message to the climate conference COP26 in Glasgow on October 31st, 2021. All right, quote 4. A constant tension exists between fullness and limitation. Fullness evokes the desire for complete possession, while limitation is a wall set before us. Broadly speaking, time has to do with fullness as an expression of the horizon which constantly opens before us, while each individual moment has to do with limitation as an expression of enclosure. People live poised between each individual moment and the greater, brighter horizon of the utopian future as the final cause which draws us to itself.
Who said it?
Wrong. It was the Frankster, the so-called Pope Francis. He said this in his apostolic exhortation Evangelii Gaudium, released on November 24th, 2013, and you can find it there in paragraph number 222. This is a boatload of fun, isn't it? I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. Okay, one more. Here is quote 5. This is a very short one. Quote 5. Appearances notwithstanding, every person is immensely holy and deserves our love. Ooh, this is difficult.
Who said it?
Wrong. It is Pope Francis. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it really was Chaos Frank. That is a quote likewise from Evangelii Gaudium, paragraph 274. I mean, you just can't make this stuff up. All right, so that was 5. Want to do more? Let's do one more. Okay, one more just for the fun of it. Okay, here is quote number 6. Peace in the world depends on peace within. If we have that, we'll approach problems in a spirit of dialogue, compassion, and respect for the rights of others. Always a better solution than resorting to a use of weapons and force. External disarmament depends on inner disarmament.
Who said it?
Wrong. It was the Dalai Lama in a tweet sent on August 16th, 2021. Look, I know this wasn't totally fair, but I think we can all learn something from this fun little exercise. Namely, Francis and the Dalai Lama are getting harder and harder to tell apart. But at least the Dalai Lama doesn't claim to be a Catholic.